So this is going to be a general reading for fire sign Aries for July 2024. And it is a general reading, so regardless of where you may have Aries in your chart, if your sun sign Aries, moon sign Aries, rising Aries, or you're watching for Venus in your Aries, or really anywhere that you have Aries in your chart, you are welcome. This is going to be a general reading with bones and charms. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. I wanted to do a quick sound bell to just kind of ground and check in with my guides. And it also gives you a chance, if you feel like it, to take a couple of deep breaths, okay? So we'll do the sound bell real quickly and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, I hope everyone is doing well whenever you tune in and see this. All right, so this is going to be for Aries for July 2024. All right. Aries, let's see what we have for you for July. All right. So I'm going to be shaking the bones and the charms in this little bowl, and it does get a little loud, so just be patient. It won't be forever. All right, so it's my way of shuffling and clearing and transmuting the energy. All right, so spirits guide my hands, please. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for fire sign Aries. Messages for fire sign Aries for July 2024. Messages for fire sign Aries for July 2024. We're going to speak with our highest vibration. Messages for Aries. Messages for Aries for July 2024. Spirit guide my hands. Messages for Aries for July 2024. Just a little bit more here. All right. Spirits guide my hands, please. Spirits guide my hands. Spirits guide my hands, please. Messages for Aries, fire sign Aries for July 2024. For the highest vibration. For Aries, highest vibration. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Aries for July 2024. Spirit, guide my hands, please. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for Aries for July 2024. What do they need to see? Aries for July. Aries for July. I felt one fall off, so I'll get that in a second. Messages for Aries for July. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for Aries. For Aries is highest good for July. Messages for Aries for July 2024. Messages for Aries. Messages for Aries for July 2024. Messages for Aries. Messages for Aries. All right, let me see which charm or bone fell off. And I think, was there one or two? Hold on, let's see. I think it's just one. All right, so it was the Buckeye. I'm not going to include it in the reading. It's past energy if it goes off the mat. I don't know which quadrant it's going to fall in since my eyes were closed. It went this way. So it could be like in work and money, but I'm not going to necessarily count that this time, Aries. Okay. So we'll just put that kind of back in the bowl here. I thought I heard two, but maybe it was just one because it's so loud. Hold on, let me double check. Let me go on the other side. Hold on, guys. Let's see. Alright, I don't see anything else. So hopefully I got just the one. Alright, sorry guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip over the bones and charms that need to be flipped over. So you guys can see more clearly when I take the camera down and bring it closer. Also from when I take the photo in a little bit. So just doing it very delicately. Again, the ones that I can do without disturbing the others. Okay, and that. I think that looks pretty good. All right, so let me take a quick picture and then we will get started, and I'll bring the camera closer for everybody. So just give me 1 second here. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to check if our sound is good. My goodness, as I'm like already in the video. Let me double check the sound real quick, guys, because that would be terrible if the sound was there. Okay, sound is good. Thank God. All right, so let's bring the camera down and see what we have for you all up close. Let's bring it this way. All right. So Aries, let's see what we have going on. I'm gonna use one of my hands here real quickly to kind of hover over all the bones and charms and see where spirit kind of wants me to start. We do have a couple that have gone outside the mat here, so we'll talk about that in a little bit, and that one as well. Go back there. Okay, it was like that. It kind of went under my pen. All right, so bear with me, guys, 1 second. Spirits, guide my hands. Where would you like me to start this Aries reading? Spirits, guide my hands. Where would you like me to start this Aries reading? Okay, so they kind of want it right over here. And this is in the body and mental health quadrant. So that is where we will start. So let's start off with, I'm sorry, I have a little incense stuff going on here, but we're going to start off with what is all the way back here, Aries. Okay, so if you see these dotted lines in the center, that separates the different sections. Okay, so all the way out here, and hopefully it'll focus in just a second, we do have the witch. Okay, so she is my symbol for a friend, a group of friends, or friendly energy. Okay, so when things fall outside of the black mat onto the white mat, it could be things from the past, whatever that means for you. Okay, so we do have this kind of friendship energy here in the past that could be like facilitating what we're going to see here in the middle of your, or back in this the main frame of your body and mental health section here. Okay, so you could say that this is more current or even future energy, and out there is past, whatever the past is for you. Okay, so I can see here that like there is stuff going on in your body and mental. There's a few charms and bones. There's very little in the spiritual unconscious, and it looks like the majority, if we pull all the way back here, is going to be in relationships and love, and then also in work and money. But for some reason, they still kind of wanted to start here, Aries, so that is what we're going to do. But right off the bat, I see the Cupid here, and it's on top of the skeleton hand, and then we have the book charm here. And it's Cupid is kind of laying on top of the mental word that's on the mat. Okay, so Cupid is my symbol for love, not just romantic love, but platonic love, self-love, all the things. Okay, but because it's pointing here, Aries, to the skeleton hand, that's my charm symbol for passed on loved ones, friends, family, ancestors, spirit guides, okay, just people or energy from the other side, okay. So it looks like here that there's a lot of love from the other side that could be trying to help you with your mental health here, or something with the mental, okay. And then let me turn that annoying commercial down, sorry guys. It looks like there's a lot of information too with the book charm here, that like they want to help you with some type of information here. It could also be with the apple charm over here. It's almost like there could be a spiritual teacher, or just a teacher in general, right? Or a mentor or a guide that is helping you with your body and mental health. Or you are helping someone else as well, like with your own leadership qualities here. But I really like this too with the skeleton hand, because it's kind of, it's not touching the figure on the mat that's meditating, right? But if you follow it from the head or the crown chakra, it is going into that skeleton hand and then the book charm and Cupid. So it's almost like if you're in some type of meditative state here, you could be accessing or just more in a relaxed state. You don't have to be sitting like this, right? However you meditate, you could be walking, you could be just whatever you do to relax, okay. And this, you know, spiritual team on your side has a lot of love for you, and they want to help you with some type of information here, okay. And you can take it, you know, how it may resonate for you, since it is of course a general reading. Now we have over here on the line, it was kind of, you know, half in relationships and half in your body mental, where we are now. But this is Pegasus, the winged horse, okay. So it's almost like this teacher or this leadership qualities can bring out even more, like, how do you say, freedom with something to do with like your overall health here, or with someone else's overall health, right? If you're helping other people. I do see, if we pull back again, just wanted to talk about it because it does affect all the quadrants. Whatever falls in this circle, right, affects all of them. So you have the masculine symbol here, so there could be a more masculine energy, and we all have masculine and feminine, right? But there's this more aggressive, go-getter, doing something in the 3D world. It can be, it doesn't have to be, since it's kind of pointing to the spiritual unconscious, but it's in all the quadrants, okay. So you could be taking a more proactive approach here, Aries, with all these different areas in your life throughout the month of July, is another way to kind of look at it here. Now, if we go this way, we see the mermaid is touching one of the human teeth bones, and then we have the doves here, the peace doves. So because the mermaid's touching the body, it's like, again, you or someone else could be thinking a lot, or has been thinking a lot, or will be thinking a lot about your body and mental health, okay, with the mermaid here. So really longing for that, thinking about it for a long time. And with the peace doves here, it's like this beautiful, peaceful energy is so close if it's not like already there, okay? Now, the last thing here we're going to talk about in this section is this bumblebee is also half on the line, okay? So bumblebees for me are a symbol of teamwork, but also our individual power, right? So if all the honeybees quit, okay, then the queen bee would die, okay, and there would be no honey, okay? So it's something to do also with your body and mental health, in terms of like activating teamwork, activating your individual power, how you can use that with leadership qualities, how can you find more freedom within that for your overall health, okay, here, Aries. So I really like that, all right? So now we're going to go ahead and move over here, since we're already talking about stuff that's crossing over. And again, if we pull all the way back, right, this is where the majority of your bones and charms fell this time. And this is in the relationships and love section, okay? So it's all types of love, romantic, platonic, self-love, etc., okay? But we're going to start off with the things that are kind of, you know, further off the mat here, okay, past energy. And hopefully this will focus a little bit. There we go. I'm trying to hold the camera with one hand and the other hand with the pen, so it gets a little shaky sometimes. Sorry, guys. All right, bear with me. So here we go. So we have the symbol for Pisces here, the twin fish. We've got the wish charm, and we also have the elephant. So here, Pisces, and over here we have a little bit of the spider and the spider web, right? But this could be dealing something like important around a Pisces figure. So someone who has a lot of Pisces in their chart, or where you do in yours, or it could be referencing Pisces season of this year, of last year, of next year. But if it's nothing to do with the zodiac stuff, it could just be the overall kind of message or characteristics of Pisces energy. So it's creativity, it's, deep in that kind of emotional water of Pisces. It's also about going with the flow, okay, and not as a fish going against the tide. Okay, so there could be this wish that happened in the past here, that has a lot of those qualities, and something about this wish could also be connected to a memory, because elephants always remember. Okay, now I feel like whatever this energy is from the past here, Aries, it could really be not only affecting your environment but other people's environment here with the spider and the spider web. And since we are in the sorry guys, Hermes, knock it off or I'm gonna lock you out. All right. Sorry. So I lost my train of thought. So I was saying that this could affect you, right, and others in your environment, but it's your relationship environment, okay? How you relate to yourself and others. Now, the other stuff that's kind of falling outside of these dotted lines that's still in this section here, Aries, is you have the alligator claw here. You've got one of the other seashells. I'm going to see if I can gently flip it over so you can see that it's a seashell, right? And it looks like here we have the nutmeg underneath, okay? If you can see that, it's a dark nut right here, okay? And all of those things are also touching the skull. Okay, so I have two skulls in my kit. So when we see skulls, it can tell us where someone's mind is at, okay? That kind of thing. But because, again, we're in the relationship section and these things are all kind of touching each other and they are outside the mat, it could be here, Aries, that you or someone else, multiple people, general environment situation, has been thinking a lot about how to bring more abundance into your relationships, okay, with that nutmeg that's underneath the alligator claw. This also could have something to do with feminine energy, a more receiving type energy, a softer energy, right? This also, could have started in the past, but then is crossing over, of course, into the more current future stuff. Is there's something here to do with a child or children? Okay, so it could be actual children that are your children, someone else's children. It could be about just youthful childlike energy, or even your inner child. Okay, so it's going to be different for everybody. But I see that it's like right in between. The alligator claw here is definitely like holding the baby here, or trying to grab it. It's touching it for sure. Now I do see underneath the baby, it's probably going to be hard for you guys to see, but just take my word for it. We have the horseshoe, and let me see if I can drag it out. There we go. Let me flip it. This is the horseshoe and the ladybug. So there's a lot of good luck around this childlike energy. Okay. Let's see if I can put it back under. Close enough. Okay. So it's hard to move stuff because then it just affects everything. All right, but anyway, so we have that beautiful good luck here. And then on the other side, that's where your other skull is. I didn't even know where it was until just now. Okay, so like I said, I have two skulls in my kit. Okay, so it's like you or someone else, or the mental energy in some shape or form, could be thinking a lot about manifesting with the coyote penis over here, manifesting with that masculine energy, and how to bring in more childlike energy, perhaps. Okay, this could be something that you or someone else has been thinking about for a long time. Okay, with another human teeth bone here, and it looks like there is, with the dog ankle bone and then the seashell here. This is my listening seashell. If you flip it right, you put it up to the ocean. Put it up to your ear. If it was a bigger one, you could hear the ocean. Okay, so this could be here, Aries, that someone is listening to how to be more flexible around this childlike energy, or needs to. Okay, I'm just gonna flip it back. Um, there's a lot going on here. So if we go this way, Aries, of course we see the big no coin here. No is not always a bad thing, okay? It could be you saying no to someone else, okay? To set your boundaries or your limits. The famous phrase, right? Rejection is God's protection. We do have an angel on here as well. So we'll see kind of more as we go through the reading what that may be regarding. But because it's falling in the turkey wishbone, like right on top, and I'm going to lift it up and see what's under, it's like sometimes when we see no, right, it doesn't even mean no forever. It could just be like no right now. Okay. But again, it's going to be different for everyone because it's a general reading. All right. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, so I haven't seen that in a while. So we have like two coins right on top of each other. So this is the irresponsibility coin, or yeah, I guess it's a coin. Um, it could be saying that there's someone saying no to some irresponsibility or spirit, your spiritual team, your ancestors, your angels, right? We just said this is an angel, is saying no more irresponsibility. Okay, that's another way that you can look at it. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be you, Aries. It could be someone you're dealing with, multiple people, general environment situation. All right, let's see what we got under here. So the first thing I see is the lizard. I'll just flip it over. Okay, we got the star over here, and looks like we have the bicycle and the ship anchor. All right, so it's like, yeah, let's not be irresponsible. If we're someone here is wishing, okay, Aries, for healing, okay, with the lizard here. Someone is wishing for how to follow their North Star and how to integrate that maybe even in their crown chakra, because you got the star underneath here of the turkey wishbone. So it's like how to integrate the healing in the crown chakra, because I say that because the head isn't in the turkey wishbone, but it's in the general, well, yeah, it kind of is if you cross it that way. So yeah, it's like thinking about how to do all of these healing things and this childlike energy and being more flexible and bringing in all this beautiful good luck that's over here. It could have something to do with travel with the bicycle here, or modes of transportation, or yeah, it definitely feels like it could be travel, especially with the ship anchor here. Okay, so it doesn't mean you're necessarily going to get on a ship, right? But some kind of travel. Okay, you could be biking somewhere, driving somewhere, whatever. This is a wish though. Okay, so it doesn't mean that it's necessarily happened yet. But there's, with the ship anchor here, this is a symbol for freedom. So we drop our anchor when we need to stop our ship, and we lift it when we need to go. So it's like safety and freedom, wanting that around possibly some type of travel, or some type of mode of transportation. So it could even be like if someone's, considering buying a new car, a bicycle, a scooter, a skateboard, whatever it is. It could be trying to find the safe way, to kind of do that. All right. I also feel, because again, we're not necessarily in like the work and money section, okay, and we're not in the body and mental health that we did earlier. So the travel here could also be going the distance in our relationships. So romantic, platonic, friends and family, and self-love. So it could also be trying to find freedom and safety with going the distance, I'm hearing, in our relationships, and how to have healing with that, okay? Because that's what's underneath that. So then when the irresponsibility coin was on top, and then the no, it's almost like, yeah, the true wishes are on the bottom, right? No one's wishing to be irresponsible or be around irresponsible energy. I just feel like this is more protection from that irresponsible energy, okay? But again, use your own intuition on how that may resonate for you. But let's go over this way here, and kind of see what we got going on over here. All right, so we've got the seahorse, We have my symbol for Saturn. We've got the leaf here. We've got one of the coyote claw. No, that's the second coyote penis bone, and the coyote claw is over here. Okay, and we have another animal claw. So there could be something going on here, Aries. This is my symbol for family with the seahorse. It could be about a parent, or you being a parent, or just whatever your family is. It doesn't have to be your blood family. It could be your tribe, your people, right? But there's this very serious energy around it with Saturn. And for everyone throughout throughout the year of 2024, we have a lot of Saturn placements. And Saturn just went retrograde on June 30th, I believe. Okay. So it's like coming out of illusions about ideas about a family or with a family, and just getting more serious, more organized in our relationships with whatever our family is. Okay. But there's a lot of like striving here and masculine energy too that wants to help clear away things that are no longer useful, or that you or someone else resonates with the leaf here. Excuse me, I need some water, but that's okay. So here we have the leaf can also be another symbol for a fall season wherever you are in the world. So it could be like that's a little message about something even beyond like July, right? But depending on where you are in the world, maybe it is already fall in July. I don't know. But generally, I would say that the leaf, right, is a symbol for clearing. The dead leaves fall away as new leaves come in during fall, okay? But there's a lot of beautiful striving here, Aries, again, with like wanting to figure out some of these family things going on, and getting more serious with that. There is also over here, we've got the corn, we got the puzzle piece, we have the four-leaf clover, and the strawberries are underneath it. You can see like that, yeah. So there could be something that you're working for here, Aries, or someone else's, the general environment in your relationships, on how to have more healthy relationships, right? Because you have the puzzle piece here and the corn. So there's a lot of good luck though here with that, and there's something about, again, the details with the strawberry. Now some of this could also have something to do with teamwork, since it's also touching the other side of the honeybee. So honeybees are teamwork, but they are also our individual power, and how that is felt, okay? How others feel it, how we feel it. So that is, again, kind of like supporting this, maybe striving for these like healthier relationships and going over the details with something here. Um, Now this is pretty close to, but not touching. I see the safety pin here, okay? And on top of the safety pin is one of the other seashells. So this represents feminine energy here. So again, a softer receiving your energy, that perhaps wants to bring some kind of safety in here. But because they are really close to the first raccoon penis bone that then goes all the way out into another section, this is masculine energy, this is feminine energy. So there's a safety, and there's possibly something to do, again, with healthy relationships with ourselves and others, like balancing between the masculine and feminine energy that we all have inside of us, okay? Or balancing in our relationships, a more proactive, like aggressive, go-getter, 3D world masculine energy, and then the softer kind of receiving creative energy over here, okay? Not that masculines aren't creative, but that's what we're talking about, energy, okay? And we're not talking about gender. Now as we go this way, and I'm going to flip it really beautiful here, we have the coffin, okay? And it was kind of sitting on top of my Capricorn symbol, but I'll just leave it like that so you can see it. And then the Capricorn symbol is also touching Pegasus. So first things first, right? The coffin is another symbol, just like the skeleton hand, that is a symbol for me for passed on loved ones, friends, family, ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, whatever, you know, your spiritual team is beyond the veil on the other side. This could have something to do with an actual person who's a Capricorn or has a lot of Capricorn in their chart. If it's not that, it could also be referencing Capricorn season of this year, of last year, of next year. Um, or it has nothing to do with the zodiac stuff, but it's more of the characteristics of Capricorn energy. So, how much effort we put into something, and possibly having, again, a little, going back to the dog ankle bone here, a little bit more flexibility, because as the goat goes up the mountain, they have to be really flexible, with the little tiny areas that they're going on the mountain that no one else can go up, right? So it's like putting effort into something in our spiritual team that wants to, again, help us in our relationships, okay? But they also perhaps want to show you that if you put in the effort, if it's not just them, that there is a lot of freedom that's going to come with that here with Pegasus, okay? But like I said, this is your most, as we pull back, hopefully you'll focus again, your relationship section is where the majority of your bones and charms fell. Hold on, sometimes if I do this, it'll work. Camera, please. Any day now. There we go. Okay. Guess I was just shaking too much. All right. So, yeah, again, this is where a lot of the energy is showing up here in this month for you, and maybe even beyond July. Okay. Now, if we see what's also underneath, this seashell, I'm going to move it over. We've got the feather. I believe this is the mountain charm. Yes. Okay. We've got over here the yin and yang. These are known as the freedom cuffs. That's what I call them, or just handcuffs, right? So there's a clearing energy. Another symbol for clearing, just like the leaf over there, is the feather. So clearing away challenges. That's beautiful. Yes, who wants challenges? Let's clear that away, okay? In our relationships with ourselves and others. Striving for more balance here in our relationships. Also, again, freedom with Pegasus, freedom with the freedom cuffs. Okay, so if there were challenges, in the past, and who hasn't, right? Um, in our relationships, like breaking those chains, so to speak, taking the handcuffs off. It could also be that there was some type of justice, or there's going to be some type of justice here, around some challenges that are being cleared away. Okay. I like that, some of this is falling here on the heart shape that's like on the mat, right? We've got the figure meditating here, we got a cross over here, we got money here, and then we have the heart. So this could have something to do, really clearing the heart chakra. Okay, there's different exercises you can do, certain music, just there's a lot out there on the internet, right? But healing the heart chakra here, and also it's like, you know, this the dragonfly here next to, the yin yang, it's like bringing balance with our dreams, or what we dream for, in our relationships too. Okay, so that's really beautiful. Again, who wants challenges? Everybody wants balance, right? Like that's kind of, a no-brainer. Just put that back there a little bit. Okay. So maybe you can see better if I go this way. All right. So again, with that, just to go back here for a second, anything and everything that falls in the center is going to affect all the sections. Okay, so we said that there was a lot of masculine energy here affecting all the sections. So being more proactive, and aggressive, possibly in the 3D world, also in the spiritual, but more in the 3D as we think about, masculine energy. And you did have raccoon penis bone, you had a coyote penis bone. So again, a lot of, well, yeah, you have three penis bones. Okay, so again, a lot of masculine energy here, helping you with these areas. Now, when we see the money bags and it's not in the money section, it's about our value. Okay, so how are we valued in relationships, and how do we value others? So then we're talking about all this masculine energy. Then you got the feminine here, and then you have the feminine symbol over here. So that's, it's all balanced. But this feminine energy here is on the other honeybee. Okay, if you can see that, and it's hard to see. So I feel like this month here, Aries, it could really be about, activating your individual power, okay? And like, sorry, I was just turning the music back up because I forgot I turned it down. It gets so quiet. Activating your individual power, and also something to do with your dreams, what you're striving for here in your relationships. This could have something to do with an actual Sagittarius because it's Sagittarius symbol. So Sagittarius in your chart or someone else's may give you clues. It could have something to do with Sagittarius season, if this year, last year, next year, but doesn't have to be. It's just mainly about like finding a goal and then pulling back that arrow and hitting your target. Okay, so this individual power that is, you know, wanting to show up here. Maybe it's like about, again, balancing. You still have a majority of masculine energy because you had, what did I say, four? Oh, let's see, one, two, three. I thought there was four. I don't know. So we'll say three penis bones, okay? Then you've got one, two, three. Oh, yeah, it is a balance, okay, with the two seashells and then the feminine energy. So yeah, maybe it's just really about balancing both the masculine and feminine energy, okay? And how that helps us with whatever our goals, dreams, and aspirations are in our relationships here. Now, if we go this way a little bit, sorry, there we go. We have the seashell underneath the feminine symbol. Then over here we have our ship, okay? So because we're talking about relationships and love, it doesn't necessarily have to be about travel, but it could be you're traveling with somebody that you love, right? Friends, family, etc. Or traveling with yourself, working on your self-love. But it feels more about being around water and like the healing energy of water, because the seashell was underneath it. The seashell can be something like the mermaid that we've been longing for a long time, like finding a really old seashell right on the beach. It's like this ancient type of energy, this ancient healing feminine energy coming in here. Now you have another symbol over here. This is the symbol for water. I don't know if you can see it right there. Oops, sorry, my camera. I don't know if I can flip it. I guess I can. Hold on. Okay, so that's the water symbol here. So it's like double water. Something about water here for sure. So even if you can't go to the beach, go to the river, the ocean, the lake, take a shower, take a bath, whatever it is this beautiful healing energy with the water. Now, as we go this way, I feel like that water energy is going to clear out any stagnant energy that's still kind of lingering on here with the lock, okay? The lock is also touching the hummingbird. So hummingbirds are about just similar but a little bit different than the honeybee, is finding what we're naturally good at and then just doing it and not caring what other people think, okay? Hummingbirds fly backwards. Okay, so I used to joke around and say that the other birds may think that there's something wrong with them, but actually they are the fastest birds and they get the sweetest nectar. So it's like not necessarily caring here, Aries, about what other people think. That if you need to do some healing or you need to do some traveling or whatever it is, if you have the time and money, of course, right? Do it, because it's for your benefit, or it's for someone else's benefit here, to like reclaim your energy is what I'm hearing too. Okay, all right, so I think we covered everything in relationships and love. Let me pull out. Yeah, I think we did. All right, so let's go ahead now and move to work and money, since a lot of it's crossing over here on the line. But yeah, I see your second raccoon penis bone over here is kind of going off of the mat. So again, we're going to start with stuff off the mat. We've got the snake rib bone here. We've got a little bit of the frog. We've got half of a human teeth bone. We have your other skull. We have half of the alligator, claw. Okay, so looks like here, Aries, that there is perhaps in the past, it started in the past and is still going on in the future. There could be some type of masculine figure that is helping support you in work or money. okay? Because the raccoon penis bone here is also touching the snake vertebrae. That's our back. Someone has your back, okay? Someone that has a lot of masculine energy. And it could be someone in your support system. Um, it could be with friends or family, loved ones, right? Partner, romantic partners, whatever it is. But or it could also be your support system at work, okay, or something with your money here. So it's like maybe there's a masculine energy at the bank that's helping you out, or whatever it is, okay. But the main thing here, okay, is like pretty obvious. Sorry if you hear my stomach growl, guys. Is Aries, you have good luck, okay? The whole lucky rabbit's foot is all in your work and money section. So that's beautiful, beautiful good luck. Um, Now, to say what's underneath it here, and right next to it is almost touching, is the fork, okay? So it's like, what are we, and again, when I say we, that could be you, Aries, someone you're dealing with, multiple people, general environment situation, but what are we feeding ourselves, just so you can see it, because it's so hard on the mat sometimes to see stuff on those little designs. What are we feeding ourselves in terms of our work and money? Like, your spiritual team wants you to know that you have all this good luck here, if you're not already aware of it, okay. So there could be like more work opportunities or more money opportunities. So think about that and feed yourself those positive energies I'm hearing, and the good luck that is here for you in July, okay. um let's put that back kind of where it was. Now, as we go this way, Aries, we do have, again, the snake rib bone, we got the frog, we got the tooth, we got the head, and half of the alligator claw. So in the past here, um, there could have been this kind of restrictive energy, like stressed out energy here. If we think of our ribs, that's where we breathe, right, in our lungs, around some type of leap of faith that maybe a little bit started in the past, but it's more in the future current energies. And but this leap of faith could have been something that you or someone else has been thinking about for a long time with the human teeth bone here. So what's a leap of faith, right? It's doing something where we don't know what the outcome is going to be. Okay. It's just trusting in something here. So maybe it's like trusting in something to do with work and money or finances. And also, in addition to that, when it's work and money and finances, it's also our value. Okay, so are we being valued at work and with our money? Are we valuing other people's work and money? Whatever it is, it's like maybe there needs to be some type of change here, or trust in those things. And so that's definitely kind of starting a little bit in the past, but then going more in the future, current energies. Now, over here again, when we see the skull, can tell us where someone's head is at, or their mind is literally at. And it looks like here, Aries, that starting in the past, somebody was really, again, thinking about, see, the buckeye is underneath. It was more like that. It kind of rolled out, but anyway. um, Thinking about our abundance, okay. That's not the buckeye, I apologize. That's the nutmeg. The buckeye fell off the table. That's right. So that's the nutmeg, the tiny one. So thinking about our abundance and how we can grasp that. So traditionally, in a lot of cultures, sorry, I dropped it. The alligator claw has something to do with, it can be like a good luck charm. People would even wear it, okay, for gambling and luck and stuff. So but it's also about striving, because it's a claw and it's pulling something in. So because it's half in work and money and half in relationships, it's like you or someone else has been thinking a lot about how to bring more abundance into both of those areas, okay? And how to bring in more luck. Now, this is something here because the alligator claw is touching the rope, which is touching the sun, which is touching the clouds, is going to show up over time. But the rope is about time, okay? Change of seasons, the wheel turning, right? It's about time. So it's like the good luck could be coming, okay? But it's like don't like get impatient here, Aries. I'm laughing and I say that because I'm a sun sign Sagittarius. I'm also a fire sign, so patience is really hard for me sometimes. Okay, but being patient here is going to bring you a lot of happiness, or bring someone else or the general environment situation a lot of happiness. And it's going to clear away any clouds or confusion from the past in terms of work and money, finances, and being valued. Okay. Now I'm trying to find the best angle here for this other stuff we're going to get into. But you have also the other raccoon penis bone showing up here. So again, masculine energy, and doing that in the 3D and how to harness that in, like, a positive way. Okay, but there's also something to do with balancing that. Okay, or it has something to do with an actual Libra, because this is my Libra symbol, or someone with a lot of Libra in their chart, or Libra season of this year, last year, next year. And if it's not that, it could just be like the general characteristics of Libra. So bringing balance, bringing justice, bringing beauty, okay, humanitarian efforts. But I feel that somebody is going to be listening to how to bring in this balance and work and money and finances and value. And somebody or some energy here, if it's not a person, is needing to cut something away. Okay, so it's like, oh yeah, I do need more justice at work, or in a work situation, or with the money, or I do need more balance within those areas, and then something needs to be cut away. So the listening bells are here, which are also touching the scissors. I think underneath the scissors is the question mark. Come on, get over here. Yes, okay, so hopefully you can see the question mark there. So cutting away questions, because there's some kind of teamwork message, possibly, or good luck message that's going to come in here with the bat touching the envelope charm. So this could be a message that you're going to give to someone, or someone's going to give to you, or it comes in general from your spirit guides, guardian angels, what have you. But it's possibly going to, like, again, cut away those questions. Like if they're nagging questions, like questions can be good sometimes, right? But if they're like more nagging questions, or stuff from the past, or just bringing more information so you get those answers, right? I do like, though, that the bottom of the scissors here, Aries was touching the butterfly and the fish. So when we cut away these questions, or get the answers, right, or send a message or receive a message, it helps you transform in your work situations, or in your money, finances, value. It could also be, like if somebody has a poverty, scarcity mindset, like getting rid of that, changing that, bringing more balance, and beauty and justice with that. Because also with the fish here, there's something about, prosperity, and perhaps like your role or someone else's role, in terms of helping others, like how that's part of your transformation with work and money and finances. Sometimes people will be scared to give money away, even if it's like $1, right? Because they think they'll never get it back. But sometimes, realizing and trusting that you're going to get it back brings it in even faster. Okay, it's just an example. All right. But I love this over here too, Aries, the angel coin here right on top of the money symbol that's on the mat. Okay, so it's like there's angelic higher vibrational beings that are wanting to and are going to help you in these areas with work and money. Now, one of them could be, helping you, like, even I'm hearing mount up and take on a leadership role at work, or with the money, the finances, or value here, with the crown. Okay. I don't know why I heard mount up, but that's for somebody. Like mount up, get on the horse, something, right? Like take on those leadership qualities. If it's not leadership qualities, like you're not taking a higher position or something. It's something to do with your confidence in your work and money. So still getting on the horse and kind of mounting up. Um, Now, as we go this way, there's a little bit of the cup here, also in work and money. So the cup represents emotions. So you or someone else, multiple general environment situation, could have, um, some emotions like tied to this work situation or this money or finance situation, which would make sense. But the cup isn't like super far from the crown, okay? And the crown obviously is, if you're watching, it's also touching the key. So it's like getting answers, okay? Or maybe the emotions help, bring in this leadership quality, help bring in the confidence, and then they help bring in answers, okay? So again, that's really cool. Maybe it's even about getting a new idea, okay? Because if we go this way, now we're in the spiritual unconscious quadrant, okay? We have the idea symbol right there. So it's like the key is very close to the chair. Then we got the broom and then the ideas. So using a little bit of the emotions, again, with leadership qualities or confidence, getting answers. Now, this could have something to do with something in the home or with our home, with the chair here. Um, it could be our physical home, but it could also be our spiritual home because we're in spiritual unconscious, okay, or subconscious. It could also just be saying here, Aries, I'm hearing for some of you guys, like cleaning your home, but not physically cleaning because we're in spiritual unconscious quadrant section now. It's like spiritually cleaning your home, however that is for you. So putting holy water, using sage, going just around with your intention, playing good music, like whatever it is, however it is that you spiritually may clean your home, using Florida water, whatever it is, right? Sorry, let me turn that down. Be quiet. Come on, commercials. Okay. So, let me just, there we go. Sorry, guys. As I'm trying to turn this stuff off. So, yeah, maybe something about distractions too, right? If we have even distractions on an unconscious, subconscious, spiritual level, that can make the answers harder to hear or get, or the leadership qualities that then cross over into work and money. So if we can get rid of distractions and clean our home spiritually, then these new ideas are also going to come in. Okay, and because the angel coin's over here, I really feel like this month for some of you guys, Aries, you could be getting new ideas from your spiritual team that are really wanting to help you with the work and the money. Yes, it can also help you in the other areas, relationships and your health and body and mental, but because they're so close, and that's really what I'm hearing, that's what it is, okay? So listen as much as you can to your spirit guides, angels, guardian angels, your spiritual team, and just keep doing your clearing, and those new ideas and answers will come in, okay? Because remember I said that if we pull all the way back, we had that masculine energy right in the center that affects all the sections here, Aries, but it was pointing right in the spiritual unconscious section, and it was also almost pointing like towards the cup, okay? So it's like pointing to the emotions. So, as a stereotype, some people don't like to show their emotions when they're at work or with the money or the finances or the value. Like, that makes sense, right? But also when we're talking about our spiritual unconscious, our emotions are very powerful and helpful, okay? So I don't know, I just feel like don't be scared of that, if you are or if someone is here, Aries. But again, it's a general reading meant for multiple people, so please take it how it may resonate for you. But yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything there. Just gonna put the camera back here for a second. Okay. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for your views, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, all the great free ways to support my channel. Whether you watch it on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, eventually when I get to post it. I appreciate you guys. So anyway, take care and enjoy this time period, and I will see you guys back in August. Okay. All right, take care. Bye, guys.